Halo, halo, halo cek. Halo, 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 halo cek. Halo, halo, halo cek. Halo, 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 halo cek. Halo, halo, halo cek. Halo, 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 halo cek. Halo, halo, halo cek. Halo,
Hello, 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 mic test. Hello, hello, hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, 38th annual workshop of All India Coordinated Research Project on post-harvest engineering and technology will begin momentarily. Please begin to take your seats and get ready for today's event. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Dear delegates, one small announcement. Regarding that release of publication, DDG told only 4 centers, those who have given that 1 month earlier, that only will be released now, and the remaining publication will be released during the later sessions. This is for kind information. 4 centers is Kasaragod, Tavanur, Mumbai, and Bhubaneswar.
Ladies and gentlemen, the All India Coordinated Research Project on Post-Harvest Engineering and Technology was launched by Indian Council of Agriculture Research in 1972. Development of location and crop-specific post-harvest technologies, improvement in post-harvest processes and equipment for value addition, development of processes and equipment of economic utilization on bio-wastes and byproducts, operational research and multi-location trials on developed technologies, establishment of need-based APCs, and transfer of proven technologies are the major mandates of AICRP PHET. 35th annual workshop was held at Jabalpur in 2020, and in the wake of COVID-19 pandemic, subsequent workshops were held virtually. Ladies and gentlemen, namaskar and a warm good morning to one and all. Hearty welcome to each one of you as we have gathered here for the annual workshop of AICRP PHET. May I now request Dr. K. Balachandra Heba, Director of Host Institute, ICRC PCRI, to accompany our distinguished guests onto the dais. Ladies and gentlemen, let us listen ICRP. All are to be seated.
जय जय कृषि परिषद भारत की, सुखद प्रतीक हरित भारत की। कृषि धन पशुधन मानव जीवन, दुग्ध मत्स्य फल यंत्र सुवर्धन। वैज्ञानिक विधि नव तकनीके, पारिस्थितिकी का संरक्षण। शस्य श्यामला छवि भारत की, जय जय कृषि परिषद भारत की। हिम प्रदेश से सागर तट तक, मरुधरती से पूर्वोत्तर तक। हर पथ पर है मित्र कृषक की, शिक्षा शोध प्रसार सकल तक। आशा स्वावलंबित भारत की, जय जय कृषि परिषद भारत की। जय जय कृषि परिषद भारत की।
It's our culture to remember God Almighty before we start anything. I invite Kumari Ashwita for the invocation. I request all of you to stand for the same.
अजं निर्विकल्पं निराकारमेघम्, अजं निर्विकल्पं निराकारमेघं। निरानन्दमानन्दमद्वैतपूर्णम्, परं निर्गुणं निर्विशेषं निरीहम्, परं निर्गुणं निर्विशेषं निरीहं। परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेम, गुणातीतमानं चिदानन्दरूपं, गुणातीतमानं चिदानन्दरूपं। चिदाभासकं सर्वगम्यानगम्यम्, मुनिर्देयमाकाशं रूपं परेशम्, मुनिर्देयमाकाशं रूपं परेशं। परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेम, परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेम, परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेम।
I request all the dignitaries to come forward and light the lamp on this auspicious occasion. Thank you, dignitaries. I request the rapporteurs for the session to make the proceedings. Now, I would like to call upon Dr. K. Balachandra Hebbar, Director ICRCP to officially welcome all the dignitaries and everyone gathered here for the annual workshop.
Very good morning to each and every dignitaries and delegates. A hearty welcome to ICR Central Plantation Crop Research Institute. Probably, I think this is for the first time in the history of ICR CPCRI. We are seeing so many engineers here. Sir, this is one of the oldest institutes, started way back in 2016. Now it is as old as 107 years. When it is started, the main motto was to increase the production of, because our mandate crops are coconut, arecanut, and cocoa, which is a chocolate plant. So that time, in fact, by 1970s and 80s, we were almost self-sufficient in production of coconut and arecanut. So we have come out with the various varieties and hybrids for the production. Around 1990s, it is realized that if you just have the production, it would not be sufficient. We must also have the quality. So we went for different quality of coconut and arecanut products. So then we came out with varieties and hybrids, and we were, again, to a large extent, we could meet the required quality and nutrition of these varieties and hybrids. Later, a time has come and realized that it is not just sufficient if you have enough production and quality. Farmers, that pocket also has to be filled. So from that point, we started moving towards value addition. So when it came for value addition, it was around 2005, 2010, and later on. And we required different kind of machineries and gadgets. And we have now very good number of value-added products. You may not believe, during around 2010, 13, we had hardly commercialized, we used to commercialize around 3 to 4 technologies each year. Sir, today it has gone up to around 50 technology commercialization each year. And in the process, during the last few years, I think we have now commercialized as high as 285 technologies to different entrepreneurs, coconut producer companies, or other stakeholders. And we have earned quite a lot, in fact. And if you see the resource generation, what we generate from this institute, it is one of the highest resource generation institute. It is to the tune of around 4 to 4.5 crores each year. So for the last 2-3 years, because of Corona, there was a mild setback, but now I think it is again improving. I think today we all assembled here to see the progress made in our All India Coordinated Research Project on post-harvest and engineering technology. We are reviewing the progress, and we are seeing what all the constraints are there and what kind of new projects have to be taken up. I think it is a very great opportune time for plantation crops. And I think with so many engineers, I was discussing with Dr. Manikandan also, and we must have the demonstration, and we would be getting very good ideas. So to have the first inauguration, this is a 3 days program. Today, now we have assembled here for the inauguration. I think we have very great luminaries here, led by our Deputy Director General, Dr. Sham Narayan Jha. And he, you know that he's a product from IIT Kharagpur, both MTech and PhD he has completed from IIT Kharagpur, and he did his postdoc from Koshi University, Japan. And in academics, I think he had a very excellent time both in NDRI kernel and CFET Ludhiana. And after this academics, and he has served ICR in various capacities as a head of the division, then project coordinator and director at CFET Ludhiana. And after that, he became Assistant Director General, Process Engineering, and now currently Deputy Director General at ICAR. I will not go through the complete biodata of his, and you know him. He has almost all the awards and fellows, whether it is NAS Fellow or Indian Society of Engineers Fellow, Rafi Ahmad Kidwai Award, and ICR Team Award. Like that, there are so many awards. And I need not talk about his publication. I think he is one among the few scientists who has within the 2% of international researchers whose citations is well quoted, and that is as for the survey of the Stanford University. So I need not mention what is his quality of publication and everything. So such a luminary, he is there to inaugurate the program. Sir, it is our, from both CPCRI as well as the delegates, we welcome you to ICR CPCRI. So today's chief guest is a very well-known person, a mechanical engineer, currently the director of National Institute of Technology, Calicut, and he has an additional charge of another very important institute in this region, that is National Institute of Technology, Surathkal, Karnataka. In fact, in the coastal area of Karnataka, NITK Surathkal is a very famous institute. He is having that additional charge. If it is CPCRI for Kasargod, NITK is for coastal area of Karnataka. So he is holding such a high position, both Calicut, one side from south, he is in Calicut, and on the northern side of our CPCRI, he is at NITK. So we are in between him, and he is one of the well-known mechanical engineer. And during his BTech, he got very prestigious awards from Mysore University, that is Kirloskar Award, and he is a gold medalist, and he completed his IIT from Madras, and he got the silver medal also. And after that, he has been serving in various organizations, that is different Defense Research Development Organization, Bangalore, then ISRO Trivandrum, and then NITK Surathkal, and now Calicut. So he has, in fact, very illustrious career, and his specialization is mechanical engineer. And we are very fortunate to have him today here. And if after this also, we'll be going for a demonstration with him. And as soon as he came over here, he started discussing with us, immediately started telling that we must have collaboration with this kind of institutes. I think we are looking forward for that, sir. And in addition to that, he is not only an engineer. What I was told is that he is a yoga guru. I think he is a proponent of Sahaja Yoga. So engineering of that intrinsic behavior of human beings, that also he studies. And sir, we are very fortunate to have you here, sir. And once again, from staff of CPCRI and the delegates, we wholeheartedly welcome you here, sir. Another of our delegate, Dr. Nachiket Kotwaliwale, he is the director of Central Institute for Post-Harvest Engineering Technology at Ludhiana. He started his career at Central Institute of Agriculture Engineering at Bhopal, and he has in fact developed different kind of sensors, and he was working on structural engineering, and now quality and safety of agro products, his main area of work. And we are very fortunate, sir. We welcome you to ICR CPCRI. Dr. Narasaya, I think he's almost following the footsteps of our DDG, I think. He joined, he's in fact IIT Kharagpur product. He did his MTech from IIT Kharagpur, PhD from IIT Delhi, and then joined at NDRI Karnal. After that, he worked in PHET Ludhiana. Now he is our ADG engineering at ICR. Sir, we welcome you to CPCRI Kasaragod. Dr. Rajesh Kumar Vishwakarma, a young project coordinator, and he works in agriculture, structure and process engineering, and he is in fact very dynamic. We are very thankful for having organized it at CPCRI. We welcome you for this program. We have, in addition to the two external members, expert members, Dr. Varadarajan. He is a retired Dean Agriculture Engineering College and Research Institute, Tamil Nadu Agriculture University. Sir, we welcome you. And also we have Dr. V.V. Satyanarayana, Professor and Head Department of Process Engineering, Dr. NTR College of Food Science and Technology, Angaru, Bapatla. And we have on this occasion, we will be transferring technology to 3 coconut producer companies and entrepreneurs. I think members are here. One is Global Coconut Producer Company from Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu. Yeah. And Eramala Service Cooperative Bank, Vadakara, Kerala. Okay, they are sitting there. And Mr. Rajkumar from Trivandrum. Okay. We also acknowledge the receipt of 3 sponsors. One is Probi Products from Bangalore, then Stone Hat Enterprises, Coimbatore, and Life Sciences, Chennai. I wholeheartedly welcome all the delegates. They are from 31 AICRP centers from different parts of the country. I think they have come here, and they will be here for 3 more days, and they will be attending all the deliberations. So I welcome you all for Central Plantation Crop Research Institute, Kasaragod. I also welcome my colleague, Dr. Manikandan, who has been instrumental in organizing this program. Sir, I would like to tell one thing here to chief guest. Sir, this is 31 centers all across the country. For the last 3 years consecutively, this center, that is Central Plantation Crop Research Center, AICRP on PhD, continuously we are bagging that Best Institute Award. So for the last 3 years. So that is all because of our Manikandans and colleagues' effort. I think we must place on record. So I also welcome all my head of the divisions. Dr. Muralidharan is there, Dr. Niral, Dr. Vinayak Hegde, then senior scientists, principal scientists, technical officers, administrative staff, and one and all. So finally, I welcome each and everyone for this inaugural function. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. On behalf of AICRP PHET, we welcome Dr. K. Balachandra Hebba, Director of ICRC CRI for this occasion. Dr. Rajesh Kumar Vishwakarma joined as scientist in 1999 in ICRC PHET and presently serving as project coordinator of PHET. His research interests include agriculture structures and process engineering, assessment of harvest and post-harvest losses, design of food processing equipment and pilot plants, drying and dehydration, novel product development, storage structures of fruits and vegetables, processing of makhana. He has 6 patents to his credit and he is recipient of several prestigious awards. May I now invite Dr. R.K. Vishwakarma for coordinator's report presentation.
So good morning to all of you. Honorable Professor Prasad Krishna, Director NIT Calicut, our chief guest of this inaugural function of 38th workshop of AICRP and post-harvest engineering and technology. Our worthy Deputy Director General, Agriculture Engineering, ICAR, Dr. S.N. Jha, Dr. K. Narsaiya, Assistant Director General, Process Engineering, ICAR, Dr. Nachiket Kotwaliwale, Director, ICAR CPHET Ludhiana, Dr. K.B. Habbar, Director, ICAR CPCRI Kasargod, Dr. Manikantan, our experts, Dr. Two experts, our research engineers from different centers, our staff and head of the divisions of ICPCRI Kasargod, scientists from CPHET Ludhiana, our project coordinator, one of the schemes, AICRP and PHET, Dr. Mani is also here. Very senior colleagues like Dr. Patel and others who are present here. I welcome you all in this 38th annual workshop of AICRP and post-harvest engineering and technology. It is one of the oldest all India coordinated research projects of Indian Council of Agricultural Research. So basically, we can say after 3 years, it's a physical meeting in which this family of AICRP and PHET is meeting together and sitting together. It is looking very pleasant and good also. So that after a long time, we are interacting each other physically. Our presence, if we say, is all around the country, starting from Srinagar to the Thiruvananthapuram. We have centers starting from Junagadh to the northeast corner of India, Imphal. Our centers are present, and all the centers we are covering almost all kind of commodities processing for the processing, value addition, storage, and developing value-added products and delivering it to the consumers, covering safety and food safety and quality aspects also. Our mandate of this institute, this AICRP is to develop location and crop commodity specific post-harvest technologies for minimization of qualitative and quantitative losses to produce of agricultural and allied sectors. Basically, here I want to inform to our chief guest that we have conducted two studies. The first study on assessment of harvest and post-harvest losses was done by this group in 2005-7, in which this was the benchmark study, and it was done on the recommendations of Parliamentary Standing Committee on Agriculture. And its report was submitted in 2009, and it was accepted by the Lok Sabha. And this was the first benchmark study. Then another study was conducted by this group, which was led by Dr. S.N. Jha in 2013 to 15. And this report, this study was funded by Ministry of Food Processing Industries. And that was the second study which showed how the losses are in the country are going, and what are the effects of different kind of developments, researches, and other things on the harvest and post-harvest losses. If we talk about this 2015 study, the total post-harvest losses were to the tune of 92,000 crores. And another study which is going on, which has completed just now. So what we observed that our post-harvest losses are decreasing, and this is due to the effort of all, including from the production side to the engineering side. But engineering side has more importance because a slogan was given by Dr. S.N. Jha that a grain saved is a grain produced. And we are reducing the stresses on our natural resources also. Second is to adopt and develop improved post-harvest processes and equipment for value addition for food grains and other produce at rural threshold for higher income and generation of rural employment. So our target is our clientele, we can say, are mainly farmers, then small entrepreneurs for which we work, we develop the technology, processes, and everybody of us contributes in that. And third is to develop processes and equipment for economic utilization on bio-waste and bioproducts, which is going to be one of the most important sector in the coming future. To conduct operational research and multi-locational trials and develop technologies to identify technical, financial, managerial, and social constraints for better market acceptability to the technologies. If we take one example of our one of the PHET center at Akola, they developed one dal mill, and in multi-locational trials, our different centers conducted those trials, and now at present, this is the most popular machine throughout the India, and more than around 7,000-8,000 machines have been sold, and they are working. Small entrepreneurs are processing the dal using that machine. So similar kind of technologies where adaptive trials are conducted by our centers. To establish need-based agro-processing centers to assure better economic return to the farmers for their marketable surplus in the production catchment. This is one of our major program, which has a very good impact on the, we can say, rural industrialization at a very small scale. In this, either the machines available in the market or developed by our centers or ICR or any other institutions, we promote it for the custom hiring as well as the, we can say, establishment of one entrepreneur who gives employment for the people also and processes the products which are locally grown or locally available, and they earn income also. So far we have established more than 200 such agro-processing centers, and these are giving a very good employment. If we just talk in economic terms, so its impact is around is of around 180 crores annually by using by these agro-processing centers. And finally, to assess, refine, and transfer proven technologies to the entrepreneurs and consumers, as this center is doing. We conducted one of the study, this policy study of AICRP and PHET, that was a study on the quantitative storage losses in the warehouses of Food Corporation of India, and effective warehouse management. This was a very long study. It started in 2013 and it concluded in 2021. So in wheat and rice, we conducted this study, and this is due to efforts of our 20 AICRP and PHET centers, which are in different corners. And this, we collected the data in the warehouses. We covered around more than around 800 stacks. And you imagine the stock, because one stack contains around 150 tons of the grain. And that the similar study was done for paddy and wheat also for a small duration storage, that is for 1 year in cover and plinth storage. So we have given the norms as well as the formula for calculating the losses during the storage period, which covers all aspects of storage losses. And if we compare, and this is the audited data which I am giving it to you, that in comparison to 2012, today FCI is saving rupees 539 crores annually after the implementation of these studies, this study. So this is the impact of one of our study, which is conducted by AICRP and PHET. Some of the highlights, I will go very quickly because this is one of the machines in food grains, that is grain puffing cum roasting machine, which was developed by our Raipur center. It's a very good machine. Its capacity is around 50 to 60 kg, and puffed rice, which is coming out from this machine, it is unbelievable. Have an unbelievable quality, as well as its cost is around 2 lakhs rupees. On-farm hermetically sealed storage system for dehulled millets, because dehulled millets, this free fatty acid rises very quickly. So that is why this type of a structure was developed by TNIU Coimbatore Center. Vacuum assisted ohmic heating oven for composite bread making. It was developed by IIT Kharagpur Center. Essential oil release kit to manage storage insect pest of chickpea, developed by Ludhiana Center. Black gram nugget mold and dye, it was by Bhubaneswar Center. Some value-added products from quinoa, it was developed by Bangalore centers. There are so many products, I have taken only 6. Value-added products from millets from Anakapalli Center. There are several from Little Millet, Foxtail, soybean, and others also. In horticultural crops, one cherry grader, it was developed by our Srinagar center with a capacity of around 500 kg per hour. And its cost is around 2.30 lakhs. It is a well, we can say, designed machine, which is working very well. Then tamarind, complete package of technology, we can say, was developed by the Bangalore Center, one tamarind seed separator and tamarind concentrate production plant, which is now used by the entrepreneurs. One of the white crystalline powder from stevia leaves, a complete process protocol and as well as technology was developed by our Ludhiana Center. Manothermosonication, prototype for processing of juices. It was developed by our Ludhiana Center. Then ohmic heating assisted vacuum evaporation system was also developed by our Ludhiana Center. Then very small tool, pineapple quarterer. It was developed by Phal Center, and these are very useful for women as well as small entrepreneurs who especially work, or we can say sell their products at the roadside. Pedal operated Rosella Calyx removing machine. It was developed by Gerard Center. Cocoa butter extractor by our Tawanur Center. And here I remember that In every part of India or every state, there are 1 or 2 centers, but Kerala has 3 centers of AICRP and PHET. One is at CPCRI Kasargod, another is at CTCRI Thiruvananthapuram, and another is Kerala Agriculture University, Tavanur. So how much importance we are giving to the products of Kerala, it can be reflected by this selection of all these 3 centers. So cocoa conching cum tempering machine, it was developed by Tavanur Center. Then continuous type of cassava peeling machine by Trivandrum. Bengal gram depoder cum seller, it is in final stage of development by the Udaipur Center. Then some of the immunity boosting powders, and particularly it came from Devbhoomi, we can say Himachal Pradesh. Our Solan Center has developed several several such products which have a very good immunity boosting properties. Curry mix from fermented bamboo soup. This is developed by our Jorhat Center. Then nano silver compounded packaging film from Bhubaneswar, and thermoplastic sheet from cassava starch and banana fiber composite. It was by our Trivandrum Center. Then motorized tender this is Kasargod. We can see that they have developed in 1 year. This is the progress of only 2022. They have developed 4 processes and machines. Motorized tender coconut punching machine, solar assisted tender coconut cutting machine, Nira honey infused coconut extrudates, and baked coconut chips. Besides these, if we see the history of previous 15 to 20 years, they have developed a number of technologies of very high commercial potential and industrial importance. How many I remember, I don't know, but I can name some of them. Nira is one of them. This coconut milk, then a coconut punching machine, coconut dehusker, areca nut dehusker, and so many other technologies are there, which I don't remember all those because I could not get the list. You can say that I could not see the coordinators report of earlier, but they have a very big contribution in our AICRP and post-harvest engineering and technology. So please give them a huge round of applause. Post-harvest technology for jaggery sector. One is scrapped surface heat exchanger by IIT Kharagpur. Then striking point temperature alarm by our Lucknow Center. Then jaggery-based low sugar apple jam, again by Lucknow Center. And silicon molds for jaggery cubes. This was also developed by our Lucknow Center. Livestock produce, because we cover livestock produce also. Manual ka motorized sausage filler by Chennai Center. UV cabinet for antimicrobial residues deactivation by Mumbai. Then electrically operated portable barbecue. This was developed by our Khanapara Center in Assam. Then infrared cabinet microbial deactivation in meat by Mumbai Center. Some products, functional pork products using probiotic culture, Khanapara, and chicken-based extruded food products from Chennai Center. If I summarize the achievements of our AICRP and PHET, which you have done, I am just presenting in 2022, only in 1 year. It is machines and technologies. They have, we have developed 35 process protocols. We have given 55 during 1 year. Adaptive trials, we have conducted 37 for 37 machines and processes. And technology licensing, that is 42. Agro processing center, which were established in 2022, are 32. Research papers having more than 4 NAS rating, it is 186. Patents which were filed, it is 5, and 4 patents have been granted to AICRP and PHET. From new entrepreneurs front, we have done very good. Particularly if we take they give the name of some of the centers like Akola, like Ludhiana and some others. They have total 84 new entrepreneurs in the area of processing and value addition of agricultural commodities have come up in 1 year. And we have conducted total 195 trainings in different parts of the country. So this is what we have achieved and we have done in last 1 year by the AICRP and PHET. But we have to go a long way, because we can say during the last 3 years, due to COVID, everybody was not working to their full potential. So now we have to compensate the loss which has taken place in the last 3 years. But we have to go ahead using our new era of this IT, IoT, artificial intelligence and other things. And we have to focus and deliver much more to the council and to the country for the betterment and development of processing and value addition of agricultural commodities. So this was all. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Joined ICA NDRA as scientist in 1997, Dr. K. Narsaya served different institutes in various capacities before becoming Assistant Director General, Process Engineering. He is Fellow of National Academy of Dairy Sciences, Fellow of Institution of Engineers, and Fellow of Society for Applied Biotechnology. He has 4 patents and published more than 60 research articles in international and national journals. His expertise is on membrane processing and microencapsulation for bioprocessing and design of meat processing equipment, instrumentation for food safety, and intellectual property management. May I request Dr. K. Narsaya, Assistant Director General, Process Engineering, ICA, to address this August gathering.
Good morning to all of you, and Honorable Chairman Dr. Essenja, TDG Engineering, and today's chief guest Dr. Krishna Prasada, Director, NITs, 2 NITs, and dual role. Institute's Director, Dr. Balachandra Hebar, and my dear colleague, Dr. Nachiket Kotwaliwale, and PC, Dr. Vishwakarma, and Center RE Manikantan, as well as staff of the HODs and other staff of the CPCRI. We are hosting excellent hosts, as well as important persons of this event, REs and other associates of the research center. So we are here VIPs, we may be VIPs, but for us, you are the VIPs. Like I will touch on 2-3 themes, like 90-10, one is that, and diversity and healthy competition. So if you have whatever accolades or achievements as Dr. Vishwakarma presented, so it's 90-10 means 90% of the credit goes to you, and we will take 10% credit out of this if you in your successes. But in your failures, we take as a SMD, Director, PC, and DDG, we take 90% of the responsibility for any shortcomings or any underachievements or other things, and 10% goes to you for those underachievements and other things. So that's why we will push you to here during these 3 days to work hard and to implement the projects properly. So, and you also have a chance to push us or challenge us. Like this is a physical mode we are meeting. So one of the objective is you in your presentations, besides these achievements during RPP2 or others, you present really critical problems which you are facing, technological challenges or problems, so that we can provide solutions. One of the objective is we here during 2-3 days, we will try to provide solutions to those ones, like technological or other challenges in implementation or administrative also. that is there. So you can push us also. This kind of healthy competition will be there, and we have some other scientists from PHET and others have come. So they also should give their insights and incisive comments as well as constructive inputs. So they also should be thinking clearly and giving inputs to betterment of new proposals or other solutions. They also have a responsibility, as all of you also, you can contribute. And one of the 2-3 factors are there to choosing Kasaragod as a host for this one. What we thought is like whoever are doing consistently and continuously performing well. So we wanted to go there and see everybody to see there, and you can also learn how they are doing, and all the centers can learn. So that's the reason, like as the director has said, for last 3 years they are getting best center award, the Kasaragod. So it is you can also learn, and what we compliment RE as well as director also. It is a combination of efforts of his team, research engineer and his team, as well as the support provided by the institution, like a director and other support by other people in the institute. So this makes the impact clear, and that's the reason they are getting best scientist, best center award. So we thought we should have this meeting here. And other one is we are all India nature, like we should have national characters. So the venue should be on this one, like east and now west coast, then we will go to east, north and south, all the corners we should cover. So, and one more thing here, you have diversity also, we can see and learn in these coastal area, biodiversity also, besides this learning how what we do in post-harvest. And this post-harvest sector is important. Like what I feel is agriculture, 2 parts if we take, production 50% and post-production 50%. I will say, like for making the agriculture remunerative, it is all in your hands. Like you can add value. The production people may increase the production, but that will be linearly incremental. But you can add value, geometrical proportion, like in geometrical progression. 2-3 times you can increase the value by just doing proper value addition. So this is in your hands, the how you develop technologies, location specific or multi-locational suiting to all locations, whatever process technologies you develop, that especially we are focusing farm gate to main processing center, post-harvest sector. It is always important because where losses are there and how we can handle those losses and minimize those post-harvest losses. This will always be important, and you will have lot of funds. Like we get, if you ask more fund, you will get fund, but we have to deliver. Like we have to show that we are doing and losses are reducing. So one of the 2-3 themes we are taking, like last meeting also we have given, you should have carbon emission or these things like auditing of carbon emissions, how you are contributing to lessening the emissions, greenhouse gas emissions, as well as energy efficiency. So here you should have the baseline data whenever you are taking the as well as income and socio-economic strata, also base level data you should have in all your programs, so that after your intervention, how much improvement is there. Because in post-harvest, the changes are very small, but on an average, if you take national average, it will increase. So, but for that one, you need to document these things properly, so that when you are starting intervention, what were the base levels, and due to your intervention, how it has increased their income as well as greenhouse gases, all these things should be part of your proposals, and from now onwards, from last workshop itself, it was given. So you should make it as a part of all your investigations. So, and one more thing, like what we see is All India Nature, we have a lot of revolutions, green revolution, white revolution, why we call rainbow revolution. So here also, as a process engineer, you will be working on all the crops and all the commodities. So it is that All India Nature or diversity, the second theme, you should work the technologies to have overall nature, overall India, we should form a rainbow of our technologies, like for different revolutions, how we can contribute. This scheme can contribute, for each of you can contribute in your own specific commodities and crops. So that I urge you to keep that in mind, like overall your location is local as well as national, how we can have a coherent research programs so that we can herald the rainbow revolutions, like rainbow revolution, all revolutions combined together. There you can be part of all the revolution, blue, pink, all commodities, you can be part of that one. So, and also all the engineers to be like this is like a drama. So here you lot of people we will be part of this thing as a play on the stage. So all the scientists, you should ask the questions, and new scientists or young scientists are also, they don't hesitate to raise the questions or raising the valid points, so that to prove your thinking that is there. It is good, like that a healthy competition should be there to improve these programs. You should give proper inputs to refinement of new proposals as well as ongoing proposals. With these urges, I urge all of you to work together to improve the situation of post-harvest sector in all over the country and increase the income of the farmers. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Dr. Nachiket Kotwaliwale is serving Indian Council of Agriculture Research in different capacities since 1993 and presently heading AICRP Ludhiana. His major research interests include agro-processing machinery, non-destructive quality evaluation of agro-produce, sensor and machine vision applications in agriculture, computer-aided design, and instrumentation for quality and safety in agro-processing. He has published more than 75 research papers in national and international reputed journals. He has 5 software copyrights to his credit. He is fellow of Indian Society of Agriculture Engineering. May I now invite, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Nachiket Kotwaliwale, Director, AICRP, for his remarks.
Good morning, everybody. On the dais, chief guest of today's inaugural session, Dr. Prasad Krishna, Dr. S.N. Jha, chairman of today's session, Dr. K.B. Hebbar, our host, Dr. Varadarajan, Dr. Satyanarayan, Dr. K. Narsaya, Dr. R.K. Vishwakarma, project coordinator, and Dr. Manikandan, our host executive. In the audience, all the research engineers and scientific staff of different centers of All India Coordinated Research Project on Post-Harvest Engineering and Technology, scientists of this institute, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me immense pleasure to be a part of this inaugural session of this annual workshop of All India Coordinated Research Project on Post-Harvest Engineering and Technology. For the information of our chief guest, All India Coordinated Research Project is a concept in ICAR through which Indian Council of Agriculture Research, its different institutions, and the state agriculture universities. And in some cases, even NGOs are there. Not in this case, but in some other projects it is there. We sit together, we solve one problem that is for nation, the one theme I should say. We discuss on one theme, we research on one theme, and addressing problems of different location-specific issues also. From the coordinator's report, you might have seen that there are so many crops, so many commodities, so many type of technologies which have been addressed. And I should compliment all the centers of All India Coordinated Research Project on PHET for coming out with the achievements which were shown by project coordinator during his report. I also compliment and give my best wishes to Dr. Vishwakarma, this being his maiden effort as project coordinator of this one of the oldest schemes of ICAR. And I seek your cooperation and support for him, because this is one of the major flag bearer of ICAR, where we are addressing the post-harvest issues, which, as Dr. Narsaya has also delineated, that are as important as production. Two major issues that we are addressing through this scheme or all our post-harvest engineering activities. One is to reduce the losses and another is to add value to the crop or the product, be it product from plant origin or animal origin, or it could be even fungal origin also. We are addressing all of them. And through this, we are trying to increase the income of farmers, farming community. And our ultimate client is the farmer and rural community, so that they adhere to this particular profession and they don't drift away from agriculture. And for that, we also are making efforts to reduce their drudgery, to increase their capacity, to increase their efficiency, and use of modern tools and different kind of devices. You being an engineer, Dr. Prasad Krishna, you might appreciate that we give engineering solution. That is our majority of the efforts to provide engineering solutions in form of machines and in form of technology also, process technology also. We also have multidisciplinary approach, and along with us, there are food technologists, there are food and nutrition people, there are horticulturists, there are entomologists. So they are also helping us in development of technology for storage, for processing, for different product development as well. And that's what you saw in the project coordinator's report, that variety of innovative products have been coming out from this particular project. While I compliment you for your achievements, let me tell you that the same old tradition will go on, that whatever you achieve, our expectations from this side will always be higher than your achievements. This has been there for when I used to sit on that side, and this will go on, because I believe that this is the pulling force for progress. So unless the expectations from higher side are higher than what the field workers are delivering, unless that is there, there won't probably be any progress. And for that progress, this is required. And in coming days, when you are going to make your presentations, at times we might be critical upon you, but nevertheless, please believe that we believe that your success is our success. So we want you to succeed, and that's why it would be some kind of good discussion, and some advisories will also come. But I have a very long list of points, but I think some of them I will reserve for our technical session when we start our technical session. At that time, those things will be discussed. At present, I wish you all a very pleasant stay here. I wish you all a very pleasant and very fruitful discussion and scientific discussion. I also wish that you get a good experience, you get to know about the local culture as well as the local sites. And this becomes a memorable experience for all of you. With that, for now, I stop here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We are highly privileged to have Dr. Shyam Narayan Jha, Deputy Director General Agriculture Engineering, Indian Council of Agriculture Research, and President, Indian Society of Agriculture Engineering, with us for this function. His professional interests are non-destructive methods of. I deem it privileged to invite Dr. S. N. Jha for the presidential address.
Good morning to all of you. How are you all today? सब बढ़िया है? हम 1 घंटा लगभग लेट हैं. We are late by 1 hour. And friends, for me, I become restless when time goes without doing some useful work. Work we can do, but that may not be useful. So I am very happy today having our chief guest, Dr. Prasad Krishna from NIT. I used to work one of the professor of NIT Trichinapalli. In one of the ICR project, he was the associate. And Dr. Haber, it is indeed I should thank you that you allowed the Manikantan to conduct this activity here. In fact, it came in my mind during my visit to Manipal. And this center was really taking every time among the best center awards. And I wanted Manikantan to come Delhi or somewhere else, leaving the CPCRA. Okay. So this actually is the testing to develop to handle the people, many people, 100 people, 105 people, 200 people. And I wanted to show that how nicely Manikantan is managing with his colleagues. So that was the reason, and you are doing the wonderful job. So there is no difference. My colleague, Dr. Nachket, Dr. Narsaya, and old colleagues, Dr. Satyanarayana, Dr. Vadaraju, Dr. Patel, there are so many people. Friends, I am amongst you. मुझे कभी कभी लगता है पीसी ही ठीक था, पहले पीसी ही रहते तो शायद ज्यादा अच्छा था, और कम से कम एडीजी में तो कम डेली हम आपसे बात करते थे. I was talking almost some of the research when I used to be ADG and project coordinator, but not able to, and also sitting so far. बहुत लोगों का अभी तक चेहरा नहीं देखा. So I wanted to see very closely to all of them. So we'll discuss details. One request I'll tell you, request from my side, all of you. I am seeing that whoever is coming from one center, they are sitting together. So sitting should be mixed. Bapatla center should sit with the Ludhiana center, one people of Ludhiana center should sit with the Bengaluru people, like that. Mix and have an experience sharing during sitting. Otherwise, you are as good as in Ludhiana or as good as in Bangalore, wherever you are, because you are sitting together and discussing the local politics of that place only. So it is better to mix sitting and discuss the interstate politics or inter-center, what problem is going. Product development, I was surprised to see. Last time I tried to minimize the project of number of product development, but many centers who are having sufficient number of engineers, they have developed the food products. I don't have any objection in developing, but it should be minimum. And no food product, Dr. Viskarma is now PC, he is very good scientist. No food product will be accepted till it's a heat and mass transfer analysis, self-life kinematics, and optimization conditions using the any statistical method are provided in the RPP3. So these are the requirements that you must have to do the heat mass transfer analysis of all the food products. You have to do the self-life kinematics study and develop the theoretical or empirical equations, whatever you are doing, and whether those process or product are optimized or standardized. So those techniques based on the statistical tools, you are master in that, should do. For example, I'll take the Nira honey chips. you have developed from this center. So what is the kinematics of honey and Nira between? How mixed? What is the specific gravity of honey? What is the specific gravity of Nira? How it could be mixed? And all these kinetics must be studied. Otherwise, anyone can mix something and can add. It is a very sweet product. Anyone will tell that 9 by 9. Marking, everyone will give 9 by 9 because it is sweet and good product. So we should not be happy with that. Actually, being the scientist, how homogenized, how uniformly that mixing is. That mixing index is very important. I do not know, I want to see that analysis whether you are doing or not. This is not only for Nira and honey product, but also other products. Being a scientist, you have to do that. This time, Vishkarma is very happily told that 186 paper, but the criteria you have reduced to less than 4. 186 is a very good paper with a NAS rating less than 4, no? Less than or more than 4. More than 4. We keep the cutting point 6. And at least it should have 0.1, 0.2, some Thomson Reuters impact factor. And I said last year also, I wanted to show that whether you are acknowledging the council funding or not, I want to see each and every paper. And that has to be checked. Patents, very less. 5 patents you have applied and 4 granted, I think. It is too less. Negligible, we can say that negligible, 0.001. If we do a significant analysis, it will be very, very poor. So in that case also we have to see. New entrepreneur 195. It is very good. It is very good symptoms. I don't know, entrepreneur development or was it the training, number of training? 84 new entrepreneurs. So now next task for you all. Because you have given the license, they are manufacturing, they are earning some profit, maybe 100 rupees or 500 rupees, 1000 rupees per month, or maybe some lakh or 2 lakh rupees per month. Now you all have to make your space with their profit. How they can share those profit at least 0.1%, 2% to you on sustainable basis. Because it is your technology, it is your trainings, it is your backups for many years. So now it is a turn of you all to have developed a rapport with those entrepreneurs so that they can happily share their profit with you, maybe 0.1%, 0.2% or 5%, 1%, whatever. Because the government wants that each and every research institution should be independent as soon as possible, particularly financially. So that will help, friends. If you will start today, then maybe in 5 years, 10 years, you will be happy. As you see, the CPCRI, I think you are earning more than the money you are getting from the council, in at least in non-contingency field. So this is the example. Our one of the small institute where only 18-20 scientists, they are also earning more than 3 crore rupees per year. And some of other institutes are also coming. So why not these centers who are developing the product, developing the machines and commercializing? Then they should also getting some money from that side. And one important desirable thing for me that whatever new project you are proposing today, one component must be added in all the project. If the technology is developed and adopted, then how much carbon emission will be reduced because of the adoption of this technology. As you know that this is a there are national priority, there are several national priority, and our each and every project should be addressing some or many of the national priority. One of the priority is that carbon emission. By 2047, we have to be carbon neutral country. So we have to calculate, you know, whatever carbon emission of the country, around 30% is coming from agriculture. And out of that 30% is coming, out of 30%, 15 or 14% is about coming from post-harvest. Post-harvest operations or storage or rotting of the grains and those that. So as Dr. Vishkarma and many know that we have saved around 4%, 5% of the post-harvest loss from 2006 to till now. And that itself coming around 60 million ton of the food. So how much carbon emission because of stopping the rotting of these grains? So those things have to be calculated. I know that many of you may not be knowing those, how to calculate the carbon emission and what are the technique, what are the procedure, and what are the equation, other things. You may need the training. And the last and important session for getting the training. We are going to have a very good 3 training very soon through the Indian Society of Agricultural Engineers. One is for the how to make the winning projects, externally funded winning projects. Another is how to write a very good impact factor type research papers. And third, we are just thinking to calculate the carbon emission reduction because of our technology and other things. But condition is that only those people will be allowed who have updated their profile on the IIC website. Updated their profile, and we are going to keep some fee also. Who have updated the profile, they may be only charged 500 rupees for one training. And the person who are coming from private, they may have to pay 5,000 or maybe 10,000. So today's job during lunch period, I request you all that update your profile by mobile. It is very easy. If someone is having any problem, write an email to info@iic.in with CC copy to me. Today itself, I want to see all 34 and 60 people, whoever have coming here from all the 30 centers, they should do it. So this session, detail about technical program and project we'll discuss separately because we are already lagging behind by 1 hour. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. AICRP on PHET Kasaragod Center is engaged in developing several value addition technologies and have been commercialized to entrepreneurs from different parts of the country. Today, we are exchanging a few MOAs with the prospective clients for facilitating transfer of AICRP on PHET technologies. I would call upon Mr. Rajkumar Neyatinkara, Thiruvananthapuram, onto the Ds. He will be receiving the technology on virgin coconut oil. I request Director Dr. KB Hebba to hand over the MOA in presence of the dignitaries. Coconut chips technology and coconut milk powder technology are being transferred to Eramala Service Cooperative Bank Limited, Vatagara. I request Director Dr. KB Hebba to hand over the MOA on these technologies to Eramala Service Cooperative Bank Limited in presence of distinguished guests. We are entering MOA with Global Coconut Farmers Producer Company Limited, Tirupur District, Tamil Nadu, for the transfer of NERA technology. I request Director to hand over the MOA in presence of the dignitaries to Global Coconut Farmers Producers Company Limited. Thank you, sir. Thank you, dignitaries. In the next segment, research publications from different AICRP centers would be unveiled. I request the members from the centers come over to the dais when called upon for stating its release. Technical bulletin on virgin coconut oil production by hot and fermentation process, and technical bulletin on coconut chips production in Tamil language would be released on this occasion. These are authored by Dr. M.R. Manikantan, Dr. A.C. Matthew, Dr. R. Pandiswalam, Dr. Shamina Begum, Dr. S.V. Ramesh, Dr. K. Madhavan, Dr. D. Armaganathan, Dr. Arivalagan, and Dr. K.B. Heppa. The bulletin has been prepared by AICRP Kasaragod Center. I request Dr. S.N. Jha, DDG Agriculture Engineer, and Professor Prasad Krishna to release these publications. These are the technical bulletins prepared by ASAP Center, Kasaragod. AICRP Tavano Center has prepared 3 research contents on cocoa bean fermenter, cocoa pulp extractor, and batch type waste fried dryer for cocoa. And they are authored by Dr. Rajesh GK, Srimati Shrija R, and Dr. Prince MV. I request Dr. K. Narsaya, Assistant Director General, Dr. Nachiket, Director of CPHET, and Dr. K. Balachandra Hebbar, Director of CPCRA, to release these publications. Publications from Tavano Center. Next, the publications from Mumbai Center. I request all the dignitaries on the desk to release these 7 booklets, namely technologies developed under AICRP PHET on meat industry, process technology for preparation of chondroitin sulfate from buffalo cartilage, process technology for preparation of collagen from pig skin, process technology for preparation of neats food oil from buffalo hooves, comparative assessment on efficiency of non-thermal technologies on reduction of antimicrobial residues in buffalo meat, quality improvement of pre-blended mutton keema with antioxidant vitamins, and a Marathi booklet on technologies developed under AICRP PHET on meat industry. These are authored by Dr. R.J. Zende, Dr. V.M. Vaidya, Dr. V.H. Shukla, Dr. R. Sharma, and Dr. P.S. Gayakwad. Publication from Mumbai Center. AICRP Bhubaneswar Center has come up with research content on tamarind processing, orange processing, improved jaggery from sugarcane, and value-added products from ragi in Odia language. I request Dr. S.N. Jha, DDG Agriculture Engineering and Director ICRP for the release of this publication. Publication from Bhubaneswar Center. Next, 5 research contents from PAU Ludhiana will be released on this venue. I request Dr. S.N. Jha, DDG, Chief Guest of today's function, Professor Prasad Krishna, Dr. Narseya, ADG, Director of PHET, and Dr. KB Hebbar, Director of CPCRA, to release these publications. Impact of PAU Ludhiana Center in Entrepreneurship Development under AICRP on PHET, Essential Oil Release Kit to manage major storage insect pests of chickpea, software for economic analysis of agro-processing complex in Punjab, automated manothermosonication system for treatment of juices, and microbial interventions in food processing. Last. Next, publications from UAS Raichur. I request DDG Dr. S.N. Jha, Chief Guest of today's function, Professor Prasad Krishna, Dr. KB Hebbar, Director of ICRCPCRI, and Dr. Narseya K, ADG, to release these publications. Production of fortified rice analogs using rice and dal broken, ultraviolet C radiation treatment for disinfection of aflatoxins in red chili and groundnut, amylose sensor for assessing aging of rice, ready to cook dal analog tadka mix. These are the publications being released. Thank you, dignitaries. AICRP on PHET would like to felicitate its associated persons who are superannuating from their services. Their service to the betterment of the facilities related to research and development is priceless. Dr. Shadanand Patel, Professor and Research Engineer, Swami Vivekananda College of Agriculture, Engineering and Technology, Indira Gandhi Krishi Vishwavidyalaya, Raipur, has spearheaded in research activities such as grain processing, including minor millets, fruits and vegetable processing, society upliftment through enhancing income generation, storage studies and development of reliable and feasible storage system for different food commodities, and processing and value addition of non-timber forest producers. His significant contribution includes the introduction and development of agriculture engineering education, research and transfer of technology in the state of Chhattisgarh, including the opening of College of Agriculture Engineering and College of Food Technology. He has served the Society of Agriculture Engineering in different capacities and presently serves as chairman of Chhattisgarh chapter of ISAE. I now invite Dr. Shadanand Patel to come out to the dais and to receive the memento. I request Dr. S.N. Jha, DDG Agriculture Engineering, to give the memento to Dr. S. Patel. Dr. A.C. Matthew, Principal Scientist.
Good morning, all of you. I'm very happy today. 38 workshop and about 38 years of the services I have put into in my life for the development of post-harvest and technology. I am associated with this. The name was earlier HPHT, then it became PHT, then now it is PHET. And hopefully sooner one additional word, one additional letter will be added to it. And that is also required. Friends, because we are running sort of the time, actually time, we are 1 hour already late. With your permission, sir, I have enjoyed this, the platform, like anything. And I always considered this my extended family, I should say. The friends, I got friends from Kashmir to Kasargod, Kanyakumari, Kasargod, then Junagadh to Jorhat. And the mentors also, able mentors during this period. And really 92,000 crore, you said, still the scope is, I mean, huge scope is available and lot of challenges are there. But at the same time, the happiness is also before you. And it is we only, actually, until unless we'll address and will address the issues and we'll think about our own problem. Nobody else is coming and nobody else will come and solve our problems. This platform, it has given the technology and this has solved the technology for the small stakeholder to the, I mean, the highest industry persons. So since I would not be speaking much because some other programs are with us, once again, I thank you all. And it was a love and affection I received from all of you, from friends. Many of the friends retired, many of the friends, we all lost them also. And we have seen many of the, Dr. Nachiket Kotwaliwala said, from that side to this side, the process goes on. It is always there. It is there from this end to the center and from that end to the center. That will be there. But now the time has come. It is the best time with you and with all of us that we have got very good leader and very good, I mean, the team of the, right from the headquarter team to the last point to the center, very good team. And sir, Professor Prasad, I will place on record and I'll bring to your notice that this particular, the fraternity, this particular, the AICRP project, they have tried to reach to the end users. That is one of the most important to the, it doesn't matter how far the farmer is and how far and how at a difficult places the problem locates. So that is actually, it is needed. So with this, I thank you very, very much to all, particularly to the project coordinator and Dr. Manikandan and Dr. Haber for felicitating me on this occasion. Thank you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Dr. A.C. Matthew, Principal Scientist, has been engaged in research work since 1990 at ICRCPCRI Kasaragod. And he has developed prototypes of 24 machineries, gadgets for processing of coconut, arecanut, and cocoa. He has 4 patents and several research publications. He is recipient of prestigious awards such as Water Environment Federation, MECI Groundwater Protection, Restoration, and Sustainable Use International Award, Best Research Worker Award from Coconut Development Board, and ICR Award for Outstanding Team Research for the biennium 2003 and 4. I now invite Dr. A.C. Matthew to come out to the dais and to receive the memento. I request Dr. S.N. Jha, DDG Agriculture Engineering, to honor A.C. Matthew with the memento.
Respected dignitaries and all my AICRP colleagues, thank you for this wonderful moment.
Thank you, sir. I would like to call upon Mrs. Sugata Padmanabhan onto the stage and to receive the memento from DDG Agriculture Engineering. Sugata Padmanabhan is a postgraduate in nuclear physics and joined Fiber Testing Division of AICRP in 1989. Subsequently, she joined AICRP in 1993, and she has been associated with PB and PhD division since 2008. Presently, she is serving as Chief Technical Officer. John.
Respected dignitaries and all those who are in the audience, I'm very thankful for this.
Thank you, ma'am. Joined ICS service in 1986 as junior stenographer, Mrs. Girija Chandran has been associated with BB and PhD since 2008. Presently, she is serving as private secretary and superannuating this month. AICRP PHET remembers her service, and the memento will be given later as she is not available in the hall. Now it request Sri A.K. Ramdas to come out to the dais and to receive the memento from DDG Agriculture Engineering. Sri A.K. Ramdas joined ICS service in 1987 and presently working as Technical Officer Vehicles. He has been associated with PB and PhD on several occasions. Thank you, dignitaries. Today, we are proud to have Professor Prasad Krishna, Director, National Institute of Technology, Calicut, as chief guest of this event. Professor Krishna obtained his doctoral degree in manufacturing from the University of Michigan, USA, and he has more than 37 years of professional experience in a variety of sectors, namely automobile manufacturing, precision machine tool design and development, metal casting, space research, and teaching a variety of courses in the field of manufacturing, design, and material engineering. Professor Krishna has published more than 120 articles in international and national reputed journals. He is also the recipient of several honors and awards for the academic brilliance. Apart from all the academic achievements, Professor Krishna is also a heartfulness meditation trainer for spiritual practice under the Sahaj Marg system of simplified Raj Yoga. He is holding the additional charge as Director NIT Surathkal. May I invite, ladies and gentlemen, Professor Dr. Prasad Krishna for the inaugural address.
Respected Deputy Director General, Agriculture Engineering, Dr. Shamnarayan Jha Sahab, our ADG, Narasimhaya Garu, Director of this institute, CPCRI Kasargod, Balachandra Kebar, the PC Vishwakarmaji, the Director of the Post-Harvest Technology, our Najigeda, the RE, Dr. Manikantan, and our distinguished scientist, Thiru Varadaraja Avargal, Satyanarayana Garu, and all the eminent distinguished scientists, engineers, the farmers from Tirupur, various organizations. Ladies and gentlemen, you may wonder what is that a mechanical engineer is supposed to do in an assembly like this. I'm really proud when I heard about the various technologies developed, whether it is machinery, whether it is for increasing the shelf life, or whether it is different value added technologies which our eminent scientists and engineers have done in this field of agriculture, science and engineering and technology. This is a proud moment. You know, if the India is always the spiritual capital of the world, India is also recently, COVID has shown us, the pharmacy capital of the world. And we can now proudly say, no man in this world will be hungry because of all of you. India will provide the food for anyone. That much we have grown. That food security, nobody need to worry. That was a promise from Lord Krishna to all the people of this world. Nobody will hunger. There is no problem. So that is where we have reached, thanks to all of you. We would not be alive without our great farmers. And this is, India continue to be a agroeconomic the country, and we depend on our farmers. And my guru, so I want to tell you, I request you, some of you to visit my ashram in Hyderabad, Kana Shanti Vanam, which is a almost 1,500 acres campus, which in 2014, those who have seen the Shamshabad near Cheguru, one village, Narasimha Garu, I'm requesting you, please go and see. Our Director General of ICAR had come, and now we are launching the Heartfulness, Forest by Heartfulness, organic farming, all that across the country. Many states have given us acres of land. Even Chauhanji had come, Madhya Pradesh, 2,000 acres there. And we have shown to the world how a barren land, it was a desert, this place, 1,500 acres in 2014. Today you can see in the YouTube how this has been converted, where many endangered plants have been preserved. There are several scientists from all over the world working in Kana Shanti Vanam across the globe. There are Germans, Russian, everybody. We have tissue culture lab. We have preserved endangered plants, and which you think it cannot grow in that weather conditions of Hyderabad. Even coconut, you come and see. Our master had most affected coconut plantation in Tirupur Ashram. Tirupur Ashram, when he saw that, he was so fascinated. He wanted to try in Vadodara. It did not succeed. But now in Hyderabad, you can see variety of various crops like this, plantations, etc. So it is possible when we have love and compassion and kindness to all the plants and animals. Today, many birds and animals are now taken their habitat in this Hyderabad. So, friends, our master himself always says, farmer is somebody who is the most closer to God. You know the story in Srimad Bhagavatam, you all know that, which is very interesting. This Narada, the messenger, that time WhatsApp of Naidana, Narada is the messenger for everything, Bhuloga or the Asur Loga. He can go to anybody, even the demons or the Asuras or the Devas. So he can, entry is free for Narada. Narada was so arrogant. Finally, he thought, I am the most devoted bhakta of this Lord. And then Lord told, no, Narada, I will tell you, still more bhaktas are there. And he was given, you all know the experiment because there's not much time. We're all waiting for the lunch. And, he was given a pot of oil and he should make sure that not even a single drop spill over. And he has to move around with that pot of oil on his head. And then he failed in the experiment, He was bothered about how to keep that pot properly so that not even a drop of oil will spill. He never ever remembered Lord Narayan, where all the time he was. Then he told the farmer who is plowing the land, he is always in the Nirantar Smaran, Nitya Smaranam of Lord Narayan. Because for the farmer, whatever may be our technology, whatever you do, ultimately he has to go to the nature. So he surrenders. He alone has samarpan bhav, that vinamrata, what we call the humility. And that is what the requirement for any bhakta, isn't it? So this humbleness, this humility, farmer surrenders to the nature, the forces of nature, whatever technology. We have seen that a simple corona, we are also advanced in technology, science, and many, even the fastest developing economies shivering now because of this pandemic. Nobody could even predict the economic downturn. And today you have seen all countries are crumbling, even the Europe, the USA, most of the Western countries are struggling, and I'm sure they may even struggle for food. And only country which can supply food is only India. So we are all can be proud of that. And it is happening because, but it is not enough. I was really recently one MD of the Civil Supplies Corporation of Kerala. He came and told me the biggest problem. I'm very happy. Just now I saw a presentation for, I think, improving the shelf life of the food that is stored, the wheat and rice. अभी विश्वकर्मा जी ने जो अभी demonstrate किया the technological interventions, shelf life improve करना, but अभी भी India में I know lakhon crore, it is not this amount. To my understanding from that person, is an IPS officer who is currently the managing director. He was selling the loss of wheat and rice in the godowns, the FCI, in all the warehouses, phenomenal. The insects attack, the pigeons. Most harmful thing is our pigeons. You all know that. And crores of this dhanya is lost in that. So he was asking us as engineers what we can do. Can we have some particular frequency, vibration, which will deter them, some of these animals and so on. And then we have seen some of our engineers have developed various sensors for understanding whether it is the maturity of some of the crops, maturity of some of the fruits. And even coconut, what we do, most of the cases, the common man puts some tapping, and from the sound he is understanding. See, when this machine is good or not, even our good old days, how a doctor diagnoses somebody, again through sound. Similarly, whether the coconut is proper or not, again sound. Same thing for a machine also. I tap the machine and see whether it is, how the vibrations transmit and reflect back. So all this can be, if it is a acoustic sensors, I believe an acoustic sensor which should be shooted to the very tall, coconut, and we should be able to find out whether it is ripe enough for harvesting and so on. And similarly for many such fruits, we should be able to do that. And I am really excited. I would like the Jasab to have, because he himself is an engineer from the IIT Kharagpur and including our Narsaiyaji. We should partner with this engineering. There is a lot we can do. And agriculture is something which is truly multidisciplinary. And it is not just science, technology, engineering, and management, marketing, the use of this artificial intelligence, image processing technologies. Lot of technology interventions are possible at various levels. Pre-harvesting to post-harvesting to processing, product development. Even today, government is committed to have mandatory 20% blending of ethanol and methanol in the fuel. Now, where the ethanol can come, it can only come from the agriculture, our fields. We are talking about stubble burning, all the pollution problems in NCR region, etc. But then we have to find technologies which are even today with the most competitive technology, hardly 20% efficiency for producing ethanol. So we'll have to find how we can have more yield, more productivity. It's not enough that we produce. Production is good, but that is not enough. We need productivity. That is important. Productivity enhancement. I'm sure that is why these institutes across the nations are working hard. Still, we are nowhere near to countries. A small country like Israel, you know what they have done wonders to the world. So it is possible. We have eminent people like you, eminent scientists like you who are committed, and we can work together as a team. And I, as the Institute of National Importance, we are a parliamentary body of the Government of India. It's a public institution, and we are committed to partner with all our agriculture, engineering, and science and research institute so that we can work together. Recently, we are partnering with all the cancer research hospitals in Kerala as well as in Jipmar, Pondicherry, etc., AIMS, Delhi, primarily to detect the cancer. See, cancer is something, we detect at the very late stage. So can we have certain sensors, maybe nanotechnology-based sensor, where even from the blood sample, we can find out whether this person may develop the cancer. So such digital oncology is coming in a big way. Similarly, these ICT interventions, we can use it, I'm sure, for our agricultural crops, plantations, etc. So thank you once again. I know, because this, for a farmer, the plants is dear to him. And for a spiritual person, those who are into spirituality, if you are meditating under a tree, that tree will absorb the divine condition, and it will retain, the tree will retain the divine essence. We, for a temporary, we are in that, when you are in front of some evolved personality, we feel charged. But what happened? We are into again this talking something ill of somebody. We got into conflict, fight, our expectation, judgment, prejudices. Our halat kharab ho jate hain. And we are back into the same person. How many, whatever you hear, how many saints you are, satsang vagera. Whereas the tree, the plant retain that highest condition. That is why if you have any problem, go and hug the tree and you will be happy, you will get peace. So thank you once again. And this is a great opportunity. And I am looking forward more interaction, both the NITs, I can assure you. And once we do that, there are 32 NITs, including IIST Shipur, the BSU. We are committed and we will be happy to partner in whatever way. See, if you can give your problems, that is what cancer doctors are telling. This is the problem. This is the kind of sensors they want. Sensed what? So if you give the problems to us, definitely our engineers and our scientists can definitely work together. We can work together and find solutions for the betterment of humanity, because India has that. Not only is it going to be a Vishwaguru. No, we are the Annadada. That is the highest. Annam Brahmedi Sakshal. Anybody in this world, nobody has told enough, bus. Only case somebody told enough is when you give food. That's why in all temples there is this Annadanam. Why? Only there. You keep on giving food, at one stage the person tripti ho gaya, abhi theek hai, bas. But nothing else he will tell enough. He will want more. That's why Annam Brahmedi Sakshal. Thank you once again. And I'm extremely happy to our Dr. Balachandra Hebbar, Manikandan, entire team from the CPCRI Kasargod, Dr. Muralidharan, and all my friends who have given me this opportunity. Thank you, one and all. Jai Bharat.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Dr. K. Balachandra Hebba, Director ICRCPCRA, to present our chief guest, Professor Dr. Prasad Krishna, Director NIT Calicut, with a memento as an expression of our gratitude. I request Director ICRCPCRA to present a memento to Dr. Shyam Narayan Jha, Deputy Director General, Agriculture Engineering, as a token of our love and affection. I request our Director to present Dr. K. Narsaya, Assistant Director General, Process Engineering, ICR, with a memento. I request Director to present memento to Dr. Nachiket Kotwaliwale, Director, ICR PHET. I also request Director to present memento to Dr. R.K. Vishwakarma, Project Coordinator, PHET. Thank you, sir. On behalf of AICRP PHET, I request Dr. Shyam Narayan Jha, Deputy Director General, to present memento to Director ICR CPCRA. Dr. N. Varadaraj, superannuated from Agriculture Engineering College and Research Institute TNAU as Dean. He will be serving as external expert member for this 38th annual workshop. I request him to come out to the dais and request DDG to honor Dr. N. Varadaraj with a memento. Dr. Satyanarayana V.V. Chilukuri, Professor and Head of Food Process Engineering, College of Food Science and Technology, Acharya N.G. Ranga Agriculture University, is with us as external expert member. I request DDG to honor him with a memento. Thank you, sir. May I now invite Dr. Emma Manikantan, Research Engineer, AICRP PHET, ICR CPCRA, for vote of thanks.
Already we have running short of time. I will try to restrict my vote of thanks. So, respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, and my dear delegates, it is I feel very much honored and privileged to propose the vote of thanks. As our director, Dr. Hebbar sir mentioned, it is the amalgamation, congregation of the engineers, agriculture engineers for this workshop. I am highly grateful to our Dr. S.N. Jha Saab, is our family head, for choosing this Kasargod as the place venue of this annual workshops. Sir, I am very much highly thankful to you, sir. Today, I am highly privileged to propose, to pay my thankfulness to the chief guest for Dr. Prasad Krishna for his inspiring speech with spiritual essence. So really, we have benefited, sir, with your talk. Definitely, you have come one step closer to us. Definitely, we are all 31 steps close to you, sir, to get more collaboration, sir. Definitely, sir. And I propose complete my that is a vote of thanks to our Dr. Nachiket Kotwali Saab and Dr. Narsaya Saab for giving thoughts and shaping the strategies for the coming ensuing workshop. And my special thanks to my batchmate, ARS batchmate, my dear great friend, Dr. Vishwakarma, for his excellent presentation and his support and encouragement since the day of announcement of this workshop. So I am highly thankful to you, Dr. Vishwakarma. And I am highly thankful to my expert members, Dr. Varadaraju sir and Dr. Satyanarayana sir. So really we are privileged, sir, to have you as expert members. Definitely your enrichment of experience definitely will pave the way for our future direction, sir. So we are highly thankful to you, sir. And I am highly thankful to, that is one of the ISPC, that is the Organizers of Indian Society for the Plantation Crops. They are one of the organizers. So I thank our that president of ISPC, Dr. Gerard, and Dr. Rajkumar and Dr. Sumita, that are organizing that luminaries. And I thankful to my family head, Dr. KB Hebbar. So since the announcement of this function, he is always with me and he is inquiring the developments and giving directions, sufficient directions. Sir, I'm highly thankful to you, sir. Definitely your support has come to this level, satisfactory level. And I'm thankful to all the committee members who are day and night, they have worked hard. Particularly Mr. Manohara for the vehicle arrangements, Mr. Shyam Prasad sir for excellent banner design and all this photography, video recording and hospitality arrangements, reception arrangements, all the committee members, one and all, I'm highly thankful to them. And I am highly thankful to all my colleagues, particularly Dr. Pandiselam, Organizing Secretary, and Dr. Matthew sir and all the team members of this division. I'm very much highly thankful, and I express my sincere gratitude to all the delegates, each and one and all delegates, 31 centers. So you have struggled a lot to reach here. Anyhow, we have given very good facility for transportation and accommodation. Maybe some problem you might have faced. Please bear with us. So definitely we will try to satisfy you. And I'm also thankful to all the colleagues of CPCRI. Still, there is a scope that is for me to give a thanks to one and all who are directly and indirectly contribute for this successful of the function. So with this, I end my vote of thanks remarks. So thank you very much, sir. And now you are all invited for the after national anthem. After national anthem, you are all invited for the high tea functions, which is outside. After 20 minutes of high tea, you are requested to assemble at our DJ hall, that is a Diamond Jubilee Hall, for technical sessions. Thank you very much.
Kindly raise for the national anthem.
1 minute, sir. One minute. Our DDG wants to give.
Yeah. Friends, actually, I request Dr. Krishna Prasad ji. We have written from council to Minister, Human Resource Minister, now Education Minister, I think, to have agriculture department in every IIT and NIT. And now after talking with him, I will send him the reminder. I request his favor. Whenever IIT Council or NIT Council meeting happens, kindly support or propose the activity at least. And I'm sure that IIT Kharagpur director, he himself be agriculture engineer, he will support. Because a lot of people are coming, a lot of technology, agri-electronics are coming from outside country. And we have to stop, and IIT and NIT will be the best place to develop those things. He has kindly agreed, and thank him very much. And I also request you to subscribe our journal, research journal, Journal of Agricultural Engineering. We publish quarterly, and we'll send you the offer by email. And it will be very good for the NIT people also, that what we are doing, and then it will make a channel to have a very good collaboration. Thank you very much.
Kindly rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
There you go. Hello, mic test, hello. Hello, mic test, hello. Hello, 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 mic test, hello. Okay, Okay. Okay. Hello, mic test. Hello, hello, hello.